Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Art, channeling messages from Spirit, Infinite Gratitude. Today I'm going to do another collective message using Tarot of the Divine. Any and all messages, Spirit, for the collective. Any and all messages. No downloads today. Nothing off the top of the dome right now. Let's see what comes out. The Devil and Upright. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. The word fear is coming to mind. So there could be some sort of anxiety or fear surrounding a situation. You could have obsessive thoughts about something. You could be expecting, anticipating something. Is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? Will it ever happen? What's going to happen next? Am I going to be okay? There's some sort of obsessive thoughts, anxious feelings, thoughts going on mentally that I feel like you should just allow and accept. When it comes to anxiety, my tip for coping with anxiety is just allowing it to exist. If you feel this way, accept those feelings and just don't try to resist those thoughts and feelings. Don't try to talk yourself out of how you really feel. If you're feeling anxious, allow yourself to be anxious and allow that energy, because it's a lot of energy that is being that's flowing through you. I also consider, like, if you're an anxious person, I consider that to be a superpower. That's a lot of energy. Anxiety, it's like you have so much energy, you doesn't know where to go, and it kind of gets jumbled up inside of you and it starts to disrupt your peace. So if you feel like super anxious, channel that energy into something that you want to do, because you're very powerful. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of energy just building up inside of you, and it needs an outlet. So allow that energy to flow through you instead of fighting against it, internalizing it, resisting it. Definitely allow it. Process it. I'm picking up on a message here with the Devil card in upright position and the Eight of Wands in reverse. I'm picking up a message of someone trying to bring trouble to your doorstep or trouble to you. Somebody with bad intentions wanting to start a fight or pick a fight with you, start some sort of back and forth with you, and they were coming towards you with these intentions to disturb you, disrupt your peace, and then it's like they got close to you and they did a complete U-turn. Somebody had like really bad intentions for you, but they got in your presence and they decided to turn around. You might not be aware of this because this was going on without you being like warned. I don't see this person warning you, saying, hey, I'm about to bring you some trouble or anything like that. There was no warning. This person just wanted to bring drama to you, trouble to you. and they turned around once they were in your presence. They turned around completely. And oh, this is so crazy. Okay, so the fear and anxiety as well, allowing it to be there, allowing it to flow through you is a great way to cope with that. And when it comes to threats, entities, people, circumstances in which someone or something is alarming to you, trying to intimidate you, trying to threaten you, because you could come across people who want to put fear in you, people who think that you need to be afraid of them, or people who want to have power and control over you. So they try to scare you, or they try to intimidate you to make you feel Flies. Flies. Afraid of them. And I feel like with this devil card in upright position and the Eight of Wands in reverse, my point is you could have dealt with someone or could be dealing with someone who was trying to use fear tactics, intimidation tactics to make you afraid of them so they could have some sort of power or control over you. And I see this person thinking of ways to scare you, thinking of ways to intimidate you, thinking of ways to control you. And they try to put this in practice. And as soon as they start coming towards you with these bad intentions, they immediately stop. They immediately turn around. It's like it could be spirit protecting you, or it could be their own conscience telling them this isn't going to work, or this is a bad idea, or this is not worth it, or this is not going to be successful, or there's absolutely no point in trying to do this to this person. They're not going to respond the way you want them to. This isn't going to work. I feel like somebody tried to approach you with these bad intentions. They realized who you were, and like they just saw you, or they just were in your presence, and it clicked. Like whatever they were trying to do was not the way to go, especially dealing with you of all people. This was not going to work. I feel like these people, or this person, is used to using these tactics on others. They've been successful getting the response and the reaction that they wanted from others using this tactic, but with you, this wasn't going to work. And I feel like that's why they even tried to begin with, because it worked in other circumstances. Otherwise, if they hadn't had those experiences in the past where they were actually successful at controlling someone, they were actually successful at intimidating someone, putting fear in someone, like intentionally, like I want this person to be afraid of me, I want to control this person. Like this person's mentality is like they have the intention to put fear in you. It's not like they just got it like that, or they're just intimidating like that. They have to do stuff to make themselves look big and bad or intimidating. It's not like they actually carry that weight in their authentic self. It's not like they actually got it like that, where they don't do anything and people are just intimidated. This person definitely doesn't have that authentic raw vibe where people just like leave them alone and don't get in their way, because they just naturally give off that aura of strength. This person like intentionally does things to incite fear in other people, because I don't know how you feel, collective, but I know that I've definitely felt like without trying, I can be intimidating, and I have receipts for that. And that's, I feel like collective shares that similar frequency of being authentic, and that in itself is a very powerful energy that's felt just by your presence by itself. Your authenticity is felt. The fact that you're not putting on an act, the fact that you are who you say you are, that is nothing to it. Being yourself is quite easy. That in itself can be very intimidating because the majority of people live in their ego. So I feel like you dealt with or crossed paths with a person who was living in their ego, putting on a false mask, trying to appear as a strong person, but really being very weak, really being very afraid themselves. And this is why they try to incite fear in others, is because they live in fear. They live in their ego and they live in fear. So this is what happened. A very weak, egotistical person living in fear was threatened by you and your authenticity and the fact that you showed up as yourself and you were yourself and you were real and you were happy, like you were a genuinely happy person being yourself. And this person was threatened by your authenticity, threatened by your confidence, and this person wanted you to be afraid of them because they were afraid of you. This person didn't want to be afraid of you. They wanted you to be afraid of them. But you weren't afraid of them. You had no reason to be afraid of them. There was absolutely no reason whatsoever for you to fear this person or be intimidated by this person. So this person was strategizing, thinking of ways to incite fear in you. So this person went out of their way, exerted time, energy, and effort into scaring you. This person watched you, studied you, did research on you, invested a whole lot of their time and energy into trying to find a way to put fear in you so they can feel like they have control over you, because the reality of the situation is your authenticity was a threat to them. You could have dismantled their ego. The only thing that they really had going for them was this superficial projection that covered up all of the insecurity and flaws that was lying underneath. They didn't want to be exposed for being weak. They didn't want to be exposed for being afraid. They didn't want to be exposed for being imperfect or having certain flaws. They were trying to protect their ego. But your authenticity was a threat, just the way that your existence was a threat. The fact that you existed, a confident, authentic, genuine person, just existing, was a threat to this person, because I feel like they had a belief system that everybody's fake or everybody's two-faced or everybody's the same. I think they had a really false idea or belief that you or everyone was like them, and you're nothing like this person, or you are completely independent and you have your own sense of self. Not to say like you might have some things in common, but I see you having a very independent mindset, sense of self, identity. Your identity is exclusive. Okay? You're very unique. You're very one of a kind. And you love yourself. And you be yourself. And that is a threat to this person. This person was threatened by that authenticity. So it was like they had this mentality, this mindset of they have to defeat you, take you down before you take them down, because you're the one who could put them to shame or put them down just by being yourself without even trying. So this person wanted to disable your authenticity, but the thing is, it's solid. You're solid. This person wanted to expose you for being insecure, for being afraid, for having all these flaws, when in reality, they're the ones who had all those flaws, insecurities, and fear living inside of them. So they tried to approach you. They tried to approach you with drama. They tried to approach you with trouble. They tried to strategize a plan to expose you in some form or fashion. And then once they realized that it wasn't going to work, they had to turn back. I don't think this person was managed to get close to you at all. Their intentions was to approach you. I don't even think they got close until they realized that they had to turn back, that it wasn't going to work. You were not afraid. You were supposed to be afraid. You were supposed to run. You were supposed to squeal. You were supposed to freeze. You were supposed to shake. You were supposed to be so intimidated and alarmed, and you were calm. You were okay. You were cooling. You were chilling. It was another normal day for you. This person was completely thrown off, and they had to revert. What's the word? There's a word. Retreat. This person had to retreat. And I feel like not that you asked this person for anything or not that you wanted anything from this person now respects you for what you showed them through just being yourself, for what you taught them by just being yourself, for the example that you were able to give this person respects you for the leadership role that you've taken on just by being yourself. Not that you tried or wanted any of this. It is what it is. And this person no longer is trying to harm you, attack you, incite fear in you. Rather, they respect you because I think they learned a very valuable lesson just being in your presence, just by witnessing you in action, doing you and being you. This was a moment of maturity for this person. I feel like learning from their mistakes helped them grow up and become a more mature version of themselves. And they respect you because it's almost like you raised them up or you taught them, you gave them a good example, you gave them guidance, you gave them like a path to follow where they could have been, really lost, really afraid. I feel like maturity is something that should be emphasized in this reading because of how this person was able to develop more wisdom just by being exposed to your existence. Maturity is just really important. Like that's like the biggest takeaway from this experience is how to move with maturity, wisdom. With all that being said, collective, I feel like there's something valuable that you can take away from the experience as well. Having this person try to interact with you in this way, it was like you were exposed to their energy and their frequency and their existence as well. So I feel like there's something for you in the experience that you can take away. And I feel like this person learned how to be mature, or this person was able to mature after crossing paths with you. And I feel like you should also be reminded of that lesson of continue to grow, always ascend, always be intentional about your growth, your ascension, your progress. Don't ever stay too comfortable in as one version of yourself. Always move forward towards something greater, higher. Always look for ways to improve. Always look for things that you want to see better, differently about yourself, about the world you live in. Um, just be on the lookout for growth. Always be on the lookout for improvement, for ascension. Um, and make that your focus. You don't ever want to go back to this. or become like this. Like, you don't ever want to go back. I think another message here is you don't want this to happen again. You don't want to fall back into this cycle. You don't want to continue crossing paths with the same types of people. You want to elevate and ascend to different frequencies, to have better experiences, to expand on your reality. That's something that you want to take away from this whole reading is continue to look for ways to improve yourself, to become a better version of yourself. So, collective, for you, the main message is keep maturing yourself, um, realizing yourself, improving yourself. Don't get too comfortable just staying as one version of yourself. Always look to grow. Also, I feel I'm picking up on this energy, and it's like I want to stay on that frequency of growth, growth, growth. Yes. But I'm hearing like negativity coming from this Queen of Swords right here. I feel like this person who tried to approach you with trouble and drama, they grew up, but I don't think they're able to stand on the same ground as you. Even though they learn valuable lessons from just your presence alone, this person, I think they still aren't capable of standing like eye level to you on the same ground as you. And I feel like they have something to say to you, they have a message for you, but it's something that you can't hear because it's not on your frequency. It's like this person, honestly, what I'm hearing coming off of this Queen of Swords is a lot of negativity. It's just like chatter. It's like chatter. This person is just talking. And it's like I can't register it because it's not on the frequency that I'm on. But this person wants your attention and they want you to listen to them complain. They want you to listen to their judgments, their opinions, their negative feelings about you, their opinion about you. This person has like some problem, like this person has like a whole like this person has like done a paper on why they dislike you or why they have a problem with you, but it doesn't touch you, it doesn't reach you. You can't even hear them out because number one, they can't even get close to you, and number two, they can't even look you in the eye and face you face to face and be direct. This could be someone who talks behind your back, or this could be someone who like just is very indirect with their negativity, but they can't face you face to face. If they get close to you, they panic, they do a U-turn, they retreat, they can't look you in the eye, they can't talk to you, they can't be heard out by you. It doesn't reach you, it doesn't touch you. They haven't grown enough to be able to have like this colloquy with you where this person, whatever they have to say is valid and deserves to like be heard. Because what I'm getting here is that whatever this person has to say is not valid. That's why they can't have this colloquy with you where they are respected by you. I don't think you respect this person. I don't know if you respect this person or not. I feel like this person respects you or is learning how to respect you because every single time they try to bring trouble to you, they panic and they retreat. So it's like they have to respect you at this point. If they've attempted multiple times to bring you this drama and it never touched you, then it's like they have no choice but to recognize your maturity because there's pressure behind you that makes you unmovable, untouchable. It's your experiences, it's your maturity, it's your growth, it's the sacrifices you've made, it's your authenticity. You're standing on solid rock. This person tried to move you multiple times and they never even got close. So this person respects you for being confident, for being fearless, for being authentic. But this person can't look you face to face, even after being exposed to your example, learning from you. Also, just learning lessons that help them grow up. Like this person was able to grow up and develop after being exposed to your energy, but they still can't like look you in the eye. They're not capable of standing on the same ground as you today. Even though they've managed to grow and mature, it's not enough to bring this message to you. I feel like they've been holding on to this message. Like this person wants to either bring trouble to you or just like argue with you, tell you like how they feel, and you can't even entertain it because it doesn't resonate with your spirit. It's out of alignment with the journey you're on, the path that you're on. And it's almost like this person is maturing and growing so one day they can look you in the eye face to face and tell you how they feel. And I feel like it's not a good thing. Whatever it is that they want to tell you, it's not positive, productive, healthy. And I think that's why they've never managed to do it, because it's a low vibration and you're not accessible to that kind of energy. So it's like they're doing all this maturing, this growing, but it's almost like for the wrong reason. And that's sad. I would love to see this person develop themselves into their better version for their highest good, not to just be able to battle you one day. You're like this person's arch nemesis, and they're like, one day I'm going to what's the word? They want to have an Agni Kai with you. This person wants to challenge you to an Agni Kai. If for my Avatar: The Last Airbender fans out there, this person wants to challenge you to an Agni Kai, and you're just like, what? No. How are you going to battle me? How are you going to pick a fight with me? It's how is it going to work? And that's the thing, it never works. And they're consistently panicking and retreating. When every single time they challenge you, they panic and retreat. And it's like they're hustling, trying to get stronger, trying to grow up, trying to become better, so one day they can challenge you. So one day they can actually look you in the eye and say, I challenge you to an Agni Kai, fight me. And you actually pay them attention. Like, you actually give it the time of day. But I see this person still not being able to challenge you. They're holding on to resentment. They're holding on to negativity. They're holding on to this grudge, this animosity. I don't know the source. I feel like it's coming from devil energy. I feel like it's coming from a low vibrational demonic presence. This animosity, this resentment, this opinion that they have of you, I feel like the source has to be some sort of demonic presence, because it doesn't affect you, it doesn't touch you, it doesn't stop you, it doesn't delay you, it doesn't even offend you. Like, you're not even mad at this person for being this way. You have nothing, like, you have no opinion, like, you're just being yourself. But this person is like so resentful. They're holding on to it too. Like, one day they're going to challenge you. One day they're going to like tell you a piece of their mind, or one day they're going to look you face to face, eye to eye, and challenge you. And it just has not happened yet. They're not on your level. They can't. If they're trying to compete with you, that's not possible. They could have had intentions to compete with you. I don't see this person being able to compete with you. It's like apples and oranges. You don't see them as a competitor. You see them as like something separate of you completely. They're holding on to this, and that's why it's almost like they became a better version of themselves to challenge you, not because they genuinely want to be better for themselves. It's for the wrong reasons. This growth and this maturity is based on a very shaky foundation based on hatred, envy. So this person has a lot left to learn. They have so much more to learn. And if this person were to, the thing is, this person wants to be able to approach you with this negativity. They will never be able to approach you with that negativity because the frequency and the space that you're on is above that. And you're not accessible to that kind of energy. It doesn't get close to you and it doesn't touch you because you've evolved from that vibration. You don't attract it and you don't make space for it in your reality. So it's not going to be able to approach you. You don't make space for it. There's no room in your mind, in your thoughts, in your spirit to entertain what this person is trying to bring to your doorstep, what this person is trying to bring to you. You have no room for it. So this person, hoping that one day they'll be able to challenge you in this way, is a waste of time. And it's going to be very sad for this person to realize they did all of this and they were never able to accomplish what they were trying to accomplish. And the thing is, the longer this person watches you and studies you, copies you, tries to compete with you, eventually they tap into your frequency. And once because it's like they're so invested into your energy while resisting it. And they're copying it, but they don't want to integrate it into who they are. Like, they don't want to integrate the frequency and the vibes that you're giving. They just want to copy it. They want to mimic it to one day just say that they can stand on the same ground as you. They're mimicking and copying just to feel like they can stand on the same level ground as you. And they're not. They're not on your level. They haven't grown. They don't have the maturity. They just haven't learned the lessons that you've learned. They cannot see you face to face. This person wants to see you face to face and bring you this crap. The thing is, they keep following your example without really wanting to. They keep learning from you without really wanting to learn from you because it's you. But they are doing all this mimicking and copying. I feel like if they keep going on this path, eventually they're going to tap into your frequency. They're going to tap into your energy. And once they do, they'll be able to stand face to face with you. They'll be able to look you eye to eye. But are they going to be bringing you negativity? Hell no. They know it's not going to be worth it. They know it's not possible. And they know that you're not going to accept it. So if this person were to ever look you in the eye, if this person or people were ever able to face you, it will be on a completely different vibe than they tried to face you in the past. It will be on a completely different frequency. They will be respecting you, honoring you, recognizing you, having a colloquy where they resonate with your story, your experiences, can offer you insight, offer you information, offer you tools, resources. They wouldn't be just trying to talk to you and tell you like how they feel or complain to you about their problems or whatever this is that they tried to bring to your doorstep before would never touch you. And that's the thing. They will never be able to be face to face with you until they have the right offering. I feel like you require like a certain vibration from the people that you cross paths with. Otherwise, you don't engage, you don't interact. If they're not on a certain vibration, if they're not on a certain frequency, you do not engage, you do not interact, you do not make room, you don't make space for whatever it is that they have to offer. There's only certain kinds of things that you entertain. And if they don't want to bring you those things on that, for example, insight, advice, information, tools, resources, love, You entertain those kind of things. You make space for those kind of things. If this person isn't bringing you that, they can't get close to you. And that's why they haven't been able to engage and interact with you. They want to bring you drama, complaints. They want to challenge you. They want you to exert yourself and your energy on them. They want attention from you. And then you don't have room or space for that. And energy is such a real thing. It's so real. It's like if you energetically are on a certain frequency, you cannot hear or tune into other people who are on other frequencies that you don't want to be on, that you don't want to get close to, that you don't want to integrate into your energy. Especially if you're focused, you're intentional. It's almost like you have a magnetic force field around you repelling the wrong vibes. It just repels. The people try to approach you and then they're just repelled like a force, like magnets. It's real. Like energy is so real. So I feel like, this person, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, that's why being divinely protected is a thing. Energy is a thing. If you're intentional, if you're tapped in, if you're tuned in, you repel what it is that is out of alignment without trying, without having to say, like, leave me alone or go away. Like, you don't ever have to do much to repel what is out of alignment with you. And if you feel like you have to do a whole lot to repel what's not in alignment with you, it's because you could be making space for it subconsciously, unconsciously, giving access to things that you actually don't want. So the more secure you are within yourself, the stronger that protection is. The harder spirit goes for you when you know who you are, when you're focused and you're intentional. I'm here to say though, as long as this person holds on to this resentment, animosity, bad vibes, low vibes, they're never going to cross paths with you, and they're never going to get the reaction that they want out of you. They're never going to incite that fear into you. They're never going to have that Agni Kai with you. You will never ever even entertain the idea. It will never touch you, will never get close to you. If they change their mentality, their frequency, if they continue to mature and grow and do it for themselves, do it for a higher purpose, I feel like that is the only way they could ever look you face to face. Otherwise, you and this person are on two completely different paths. And no matter how hard they try, they cannot force an interaction or an engagement with you. On this frequency, it won't happen. It hasn't. So with that being said, the best thing that you can do, collective, is to learn from this person's mistakes. If they don't want to learn from their mistakes, you can learn from their mistakes. And I feel like the mistake here is doing good things, but for the wrong reason. It's really unstable. And it doesn't last. There's definitely a vibe here of somebody wanting to tell you off, but they can't. Somebody wanting to argue with you, but they can't. Somebody having like a whole lot of negativity for you that doesn't touch you, doesn't reach you. And it's like they really, really want to face you one day and express these feelings towards you, but it will never happen. Spirit, is there anything else? And I feel like this presence is here because there's something that you can take away from the experience for your highest good. You do not want to stay trapped in that negativity of like, that is not your goal. Oh my goodness. I feel like, collective, what you really want to take away from this experience is, do not get stagnant. Do not get trapped in that resentment, anger, jealousy, envy, hatred, because it is a revolving door of doing things, becoming a better version of yourself, but for something that you'll never obtain, for something that is not worth your while. Being able to face off with somebody that you never liked is not a worthwhile goal in life. If you want to grow and ascend, collective, do not make it about other people. Do not make it about um trying to like compete with somebody, like you're doing all these good things for yourself, but it's just to impress other people, or it's just to make this one particular person feel smaller than you, or trying to compete with somebody because you want to show up on somebody, or you want to like one up somebody. That's what I tried to say. That's what I was trying to say. You're trying to like one up somebody, you're trying to compete with somebody, and you're doing all these things for yourself just to make other people look at you like you're something, or get recognition from people. Like, that is literally a revolving door. You do not want to make that mistake. So this person is definitely showing you an example of how not to be and what you don't want. So you want to learn from their mistakes, because I feel like you're being exposed to this person so you can absorb information, so that you can download information about what it is that you don't want, what it is to reject, what isn't in alignment with you. Because I'm telling you right now, you do not want to be like this person. You do not want to be involved with what this person has going on. You don't want to give this person access to you. It is agonizing for this person not to be able to do what it is that they want to do. Bring this trouble to you, bring this drama to you, bring this negativity to you. It's like it's putting this person in like an entrapment. And they suffer with that rage living inside of them, not being able to take it out on you. They live in agony thinking about what they can't do that they wish they could do. And the only way that they can liberate themselves from that agony is if they change their heart, their belief system, their intentions. I mean, they have to go deep into their subconscious and their unconscious mind and rewire themselves in order to get out of that mental entrapment. And I feel like that's a lot of work. And I feel like, collective, you've actually done work like that, where you had to rewire yourself, rewire your subconscious mind. And that's why this person can't have access to you. You have really done the work. You have gone into the depths of your soul. You have gone into isolation. I mean, you've done the work for real. And if this person continues to copy and mimic like they've done the work, they will always panic when they see you. They will always retreat when they see you, because they really haven't done the work. The fact of the matter is, they're still living with rage and all types of chaotic energy being internalized within them that they can't express because they can't have access to you. Or you, or the people that they're trying to attack. It could be, they could have multiple grievances. It might not just be you. But I see this person not being able to liberate themselves from that experience until they do the work that you've done. I see this person not being able to look you face to face, eye to eye, unless they're looking at you like this. If this person came at you like this, they couldn't get close to you. This person is looking at you with the evil eye, got nothing but complaints, grievances, and crap to offer you. And you are on a level where you don't accept or make space for crap. So this person is trying to bring that to your door. They don't get close. Now look at this person. If they come to you like this, I mean, and they're genuine, right? And you can feel it because you're genuine. So you realize. Like if this person approaches you with that authenticity, with that raw authenticity, I've changed my life, my whole life has changed, my mentality has changed, the way I feel has changed, my diet, lifestyle, like I've done the work. I've went through the dark night of the soul or whatever they call it. Like they've done the work and they can like approach you. This is the only way they'll be able to be face to face with you and eye to eye with you, is if they approach you like this rather than like this. This would never get close to you. And that's the thing. If their intentions are to come to you like this, it'll never happen. And they'll be like this. Can't get to you, can't access you. It's just them, their bitterness, and their resentment hanging out, trapped. So collective, definitely learn from this person's mistakes and continue to evolve and ascend and grow and mature and develop yourself for the right reasons, for you, for your highest good, for the highest good of all. Keep that as your focus. And with that being said, peace.